Hey, good morning, everybody. We are live. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday morning. I hope you all had a great time. And let's get it. Good morning, Nathan Ramirez, Jag Raj. Good morning, John. Good morning. Yes, Wilson did reach out to me. That actually reminds me, I want to reply to that email. I will do that now. Good morning, Best Guest Trading, Jack Wiley, Martin, Black Coffee Trader in the house, Lawrence, good morning, Jake Dell, APS, RH, Cameron Lee, good morning, Amit, good morning, Goot, M. Susan, Clyde, Dove Gordon, good morning, Anka, Niles, good morning, Peter Schapp, AD, Armand Mueller, good morning. How's it going, fellas? How's it going? I hope you guys all had a wonderful weekend. Long extra weekend. I hope you guys had a great time. Mr. Knifeart, good to see you. Cremator, Arthur, Iskin, Van City Trader, good morning. Brad M, good morning. Niles, good morning. Anka. Yeah, I had a great weekend. Oh man. It was actually it was really awesome yesterday. We got played. I had a 7:50 tea time in the morning. It was a little bit chilly. Had a good round of golf. What did I shoot? I was 8 over. I was 8 over on 18 holes. Not a bad round. Could have been better, could have been worse. And from there went to my brother-in-law. They have a cabin, kind of a cabin getaway. Went down there, spent time with family. That was great. On Saturday, we actually went down on my side of the family. For Christmas, my parents paid a all expenses paid trip to down to the Ark Encounter. I don't know if any one of you have any one of you been to the Ark Encounter in Kentucky. Basically a full-size replica of Noah's Ark, and you can go tour it. Pretty cool. And my brother that I don't get to see a lot, they made the trip in from Colorado, spent the weekend with them. So I had a wonderful weekend. I had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Hopefully you guys did as well. Hey, let's go. Brad M. Leo Sandoval, good morning. 007 Day Trading, good morning. Sorrel, Cameron Lee, Matthew, Jack Wiley. Oh, you used to live right there in Kentucky. Okay, good to know. Ace Undercover, good morning. How we doing? Oh no, you got a sinus infection? Oh, that is the worst when your ears get plugged up and it's almost worse if it's just one ear. I kind of have that issue with one of my ears, like gets like closed or whatever, and I hate it. It always sounds so weird when you talk. Yeah, 007 Apex sent out an email stating some of us aren't able to buy evals anymore. Yeah, that whole. Of course, we can't just have a very nice Memorial Day weekend. That would be asking too much. Of course, Apex had to throw a wrench in it and just I mean, I'm sure we'll talk about it. I'm gonna wait to talk about it until a little bit later in the stream so I don't have to repeat myself all the time. But I mean, we'll get into it, I'm sure. You feel like you're in a drum or in a well. Exactly, Ace Undercover. That's the worst. I actually had my right ear. I have issues with it. And, oh, I hate when that happens. Peter. Yeah, JL. I want to wait till more people get in here, and I want to do a poll today. I'm kind of curious on how many people got that email, and I don't know. I want to do a poll and I don't know. It's just weird to me. All right, market is open, fellas. 9:30 is here. Obviously, the overnight session um had a I had a nice move lower, and I kind of got destroyed. Have a good go figure. So this account, let's talk about my Tradeify Live account a little bit. So this Tradeify Live account, this is the account that I was down to $2,000 left of drawdown. I only had 2,000 left in drawdown on this account. We've battled all the way back to basically we only have, we have $8,300 now. So we've battled back from this account, but then this account is now causing issues. And I had a nice trade on this account on the move lower right here at the open. And then I go and get totally faked out right here. Once we broke here above this, I thought, okay, now we're going to go higher. I go long right here and I get stopped out. And then I was like, okay, this is just going to keep selling off. So I then go short. And then I get stopped out again on when we actually make the move higher. So just a bad, I think I had 3 stop outs in a row. My stop loss, I'm trading like 1 to 2 minis on these accounts. I know it's a little bit aggressive, but I am purposely being a little more aggressive on these accounts. And I want to build up these accounts. I'm not going to, I don't know. I'm going to trade 1 to 2 minis on it. And whatever happens, happens. But it's unfortunate. Amelia Stitcher, good to see you, Amelia. How we doing? Good morning. Yeah, Ace Undercover, Rob Judd, Darren Koss, good morning. Rippin' and Dippin', good morning. Hope you guys all had a wonderful long weekend. It was I don't know, man. One thing, living in Ohio here, and we're less than 3 weeks away, or pretty much 3 weeks. We're 3 weeks away from the longest day of the year. And it's still cold. Monday morning when I got up yesterday morning to go play golf, it was 45 degrees. It's unacceptable. It's like, gee. All right, market. What is going to happen? I mean, looking at the daily chart, I mean, I'm definitely bullish. I do think we go higher. I'm looking for longs today, but if we retest the lows of the overnight session, gotta be careful. Like, I don't want to see us retest these lows all the way down here, the 140s, 100 points lower. If we do, then I'm gonna just, I don't know. I gotta be careful. Hey, good morning, DH. Cody, good morning. Yeah, it's cold out in Canada. It just seems like it can't warm up. It's insane. Oh, no, Matty Matt. Good morning, by the way. Your water pipe burst in your basement? Oh, that sounds like a horrible morning. I'm sorry, man. Ugh. Hey, Best Guess Trading, how we doing? Move to Texas? How did your water pipe burst? Did it like freeze? Wow, look at this just selling off now all the way down through the 210s. It is looking pretty heavy here this morning. Man, we are just ripping lower here, down at the 200s now. Maybe we get a bounce here on the 200s. But man, we might really go test these lows. So the hot water main line literally just poured out everywhere. How in the world? We had the basement bathroom added. They cut the water line and split it to supply water to fitting they put on blew off. Oh, Matty Matt. Oh, that we'd have some problems. That does not sound like a good time. How long was it like how long did it happen until you realized it? Man, that is a mess. One of my fears I have is that my water heater, like, you know how sometimes it rusts out at the bottom? And if it does that, you will literally get the full everything flood. Oh, that was still that's like my fear. Yeah, I guess, yeah, at least it was in the basement, but my goodness, that sounds like a nightmare. Ugh. Can't call the SEC on that one. All right, we are trying to get a bounce here off the 200s. If we make an attempt at new lows here and we fail, I might look to get in long right here if we can if we fail to make new lows. I will be trading these these Apex accounts, that I have these 3 accounts with profit in them. I actually this profit was from yesterday, like early morning before my tea time. I actually traded these accounts from yesterday, so because it doesn't count as a trading day, that's why the profits still show up. But I will be trading these accounts, and if we can get around, I don't know, $600-700 profit, we'll take it. Yogi Bar. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, the whole thing with put a drain pan under it, well, I do have a drain. Like, I do have a drain pan underneath my water heater. There's a drain right where my water heater is, but if that rusts out, like, the overflow of it still can cause issues. But yeah. Yeah, the current, obviously, yeah, Apex doing a 90% sale. Be aware the reoccurring, I mean, the 90% off if you pass, I guess, the first round isn't a bad deal, but just make sure you cancel your accounts if you fail them, because the rebilling, will come in at 50%. So be aware of that. But yeah, the whole thing with Apex denying or like sending out those emails, like, I don't know. It's so weird. And we never really did retest these. We might rip now. Let's wait. See what happens here. But I mean, I'm still trying to get some clarity because it doesn't seem to make sense. But obviously a lot of people got emails from Apex that they can no longer purchase evals. You basically, whatever you have, whatever PA accounts or evals that are rebilling, you can still use those and whatever, but can't purchase new evals. Now, like, I don't know, that to me just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because there are people that just started out with Apex. Like, they have less than 50 evals, have barely gotten any payouts, and they got the same email. Now, is that just a minority? Is it people like, I don't know. I'm trying to get some information and I'm not getting much. It does not make no sense to me. That's why, I mean, I would not be surprised. Like, I would definitely not be surprised if Apex is actually going to try to make some effort into getting more people on a live account. I do think they have to do that, and they will, but even if that is the case, it still doesn't make sense. Like, it still doesn't it doesn't fully make sense. And yeah, Matt, that's kind of a kick in the teeth for people that, people that got that email and then right after they run the 90% sale. That's kind of rude. I mean, I don't know. Then the flip side of that is, like, obviously, I mean, I do feel like it's kind of been overblown a little bit. It's been overblown a little bit in a sense of like, okay, so people are getting basically not, you can't trade more evals. I don't know what percentage of people actually that includes. So obviously you see the people that got it, and then that seems like, 80% of people got it. But obviously I don't think that's the case. I think a small percentage of people did get that, but I think the biggest issue that most people have, and I have as well, is just the fact that there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it. That's what kind of frustrates me the most. But yeah, I mean, of course, the going theme is like, hey, if you're a profitable trader with them, then you got banned. That doesn't hold water. Like, that's the thing that doesn't make sense. It actually, like, yes, there are people that are profitable that also got the email, but there are also people that are not profitable that also got the email. So it just doesn't make any sense. That's the most frustrating part of it is I think if people had a clear explanation on why, like, are they actually being evaluated for live, or does Apex think you did something wrong? Like, there's no clear way of knowing, and it doesn't make sense. It's probably for people thrashing through a lot of evals in a short period of time. Well, okay, so let's take that argument. Let's take the argument that, okay, people that are just cycling through a lot of accounts, right? And and for that, like, I can kind of like make sense of that. That would kind of make sense. But again, I've seen different discords that are sharing their evals, they're sharing their pass rate, they're sharing basically their statistics that got that email. That doesn't hold any water either, because there's people that have burned through tons of evals and they didn't get the email. And then you have, I mean, let's be honest, you've got affiliates that are burning through evals like insanity. They didn't get the email. You've got literally affiliates that and influencers that are literally promoting it. They are literally selling a course on how to cycle accounts, yet they didn't get banned. That's where I call BS. Like, that is total BS, and that is what's frustrating, because there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it. And it's hard to really put your finger on exactly what causes you to get that email. I don't think anybody knows. I don't. I'm trying to get information, and I don't have any. So it's weird. Yeah, Matty Matt. Like, that's a good example for it. Like, it's a good example that Matty Matt's gone through 3,000 evals and 900 PAs. He's not an influencer. He's not an affiliate. He's not banned. There's other people that have really good profitability, yet they're not banned. And it just makes no sense. It literally feels like they threw a dart at a board and were like, yep, those are the people that get the email. I don't know. It don't make no sense. I mean, I assume they have some kind of criteria on what they used. I mean, you would think they would have to, right? But for the I cannot figure out what that is. They need me to fund all their payouts this year. I hope not, Matty Matt. Did I get the email? No, I did not get the email. Nope, I did not. And then, it's, if we're being subjective here, I mean, to be honest, I mean, I don't really look at my, like, it depends. Again, like, that's why I think why people are frustrated is because they don't know. They just don't know. Tired X, I got it and only had 40 PAs. All right, I'm going to do a poll. I'm going to start the poll, and I'm going to keep this poll running for most of the day. Because I do want to know, and I do ask that you please answer honestly, because I do really want to know this. And I will use, I will use this poll in reaching back out, I have definitely, I'm reaching out to Apex to try to get some answers, and I'm trying to get some answers, and I'm going to use this as evidence. Okay, I'm going to put a poll in the chat, and obviously whichever one that is you, and then when I say profitable, I'm talking about overall profitability, like your cost versus your, yeah, just, I loved it. I want to know. I want to know. And I'm just curious, like, how many people didn't get the email? How many people got the email and are net profitable? How many people did get the email and are actually not profitable? Like, that's the 3 things that I would like to know, or I think is the most important. All right, market is continuing to grind higher. Unfortunately, we never really did try to make new lows. Now we just see what happens up here at the 300s. We did get a really nice bounce there at the 200s. It did not get the email and am profitable. Yeah, I don't care. Well, see, you know what? I should have probably added. Shoot. Niles, that's actually, man, I might actually redo the poll. Shoot. I didn't think about that. That would actually be really good to know. Carolina, I got the email and I'm a schemer and a scammer. That's too funny, Carolina. I'm sure no one's going to admit that. Yeah, I'm going to redo that poll. I'm going to redo that poll. Sorry guys. I should have redone that. But right now that poll was 72% of people didn't get the email. Okay, new poll. New poll. Okay, now did not get the email, not profitable, did not get the email, profitable, and then vice versa. That way, that's actually a better poll. That makes more sense. Niles. No, Matty Matt, he did not. He did not get the email. No, he did not. See, that's what I mean. Like, it doesn't seem like, okay, this is my 2 cents. I mean, right now, it doesn't seem like they were targeting people that cycle accounts. It doesn't seem like it. It seems like they were targeting profitable traders, which makes the most sense. And targeting profitable traders, and hopefully they're actually wanting to move them into a live account. That's my hope. You know, they're trying to move those people to a live account. That would make sense. And then within that, it seems like there were people then that it doesn't fit that description. I don't know. Did they flag them that they were doing something they shouldn't? Or I don't know. That doesn't make sense either. Well, Johnny B, Johnny B, I know as a Johnny B, I would usually agree with you, but I do know some things that they are actually going to be moving people to live accounts a lot more. And you are going to start to see that. They will. And how that process looks like, I don't know, but that is going to happen. Spider trader. Yeah, best guess trading. I don't know. That just seems weird. Hey, good morning, Speed Racer. Matthew, good morning. Stephen Cox, good morning. All right, market. We are at the 15-minute opening range high. Can we get through it? Can we get through this? It's a 12-month price. It's me, I cook. That's fair. That is facts. 2 years later. Oh, I'm sorry. Kiss me, I cooked. Hey, good morning, Rat Poker. I'm waiting to see Nutty, PW, Alpine, and TBM move to live. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. I mean, who knows? How can they deem you as too profitable for PAs when right in the rule it says the first 25K you make? Well, I know that's a great question, Mike. That's a great question, and that's kind of my question. Like, that's the part that don't make no sense. It's like, yeah, why? You haven't even gotten 25K with all my accounts combined, and you got the email. Exactly. That's exactly my point. And that was, I mean, I could read you guys the text message that I sent them. I probably shouldn't. I'm not going to read it word for word, but that is essentially what I said. I'm like, it makes no sense. Someone needs to explain this because there's no rhyme or reason and it doesn't make any sense. Like, someone just needs to, like, I don't know. It honestly wouldn't surprise me if someone just threw some darts at a board and it's like, yeah, sounds good to me. I mean, I sure hope that wasn't the case, but right now that seems to be what, I don't know. It's just so weird. If I got an answer, I have not. I have not got an actual legitimate answer. I'm still waiting. But I mean, okay, and the other thing, like, the people that receive the email, like, 100% understand that they're frustrated, and rightfully so. Like, I would be too. But it's also like on the flip side of it, it's I just so weird. It's so weird. I mean, I almost posted something on Twitter about this, but I decided, better not. But I'm like, man, I thought everybody hated Apex. So why is everyone so mad when they get banned? Oh, man. At least some people that I see that always were talking crap about Apex, they got really, really upset when they got banned. I'm like, I didn't even know you traded like, I thought you hated them. Why? Anyway, whatever. It's like, I mean, I understand the people that have used them and like getting that email for like, not knowing why is easy. I mean, it just don't make sense. I don't know how else to say it other than I did not know. Whoa, that was a pop. Wow, this thing really ripping here, folks. Wow, what a rip. All right, we just need to wait for I'm going to be patient here. It's 10 o'clock now. I'm going to wait for a little bigger pullback, and then we're going to look for a long. Man, what a move. One of those days again. Might be one of those days again where the market only goes higher with very little opportunity to get in. And then once it does pull back, it'll just roll over. I've traded with them for like 30 to 50 trading days, but also had a bunch of no trade days. Yeah, Mike. So you are like a good example of like what I'm talking about. That like you've barely started trading with them and you got the email. Makes no sense. Hey, Dr. Mike Trades, take care. Okay, good to know, Tyler. Good to know. Yeah, make sure you guys vote. Make sure you vote and try. Yeah, be good to good information to know. Golf guy Mike. Yeah, they have a separate. Yeah, I agree. I agree. So you have 300K evals for rebilling. Oh, okay, makes sense, Mike. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, good. Yeah, Cameron Lee. Like some of this is really good information to know. You've never got a payout denied and you got the email. It just don't make sense. I mean, some of the things I see that I'm like, yeah, that person is probably being evaluated for a live account, or that would make sense. You know, do I know for sure? I don't, but that would make the most sense. But then other people's situation, it's like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. All right. Anyway, whatever. I don't want to spend all day long talking about it either. I do want to focus on trading, but oh, the fun part of being, you know, some days I'm like, man, Apex, they really know how to just mess things up. Like it's astounding to me. Like I could it's astounding. As someone that's run a business, it's someone that has run a business in the past, it is wild to me how some things operate with the incompetence that goes on. It's insane. And very extremely frustrating. But there we go. Market just ripping straight higher. No chance to get in. Hate to see it. I mean, we're going to get a pullback. We'll get a pullback here at one point. But when we do get a pullback, I'm going to be careful. One thing I do notice, so when was it? I forget which day. Actually, I think it was Friday night. Going through some of my trades, and recently when we have moves like this, I'm often entering on the exhaustion move instead of I need to be a little more patient when we have big moves like this. I just need to be more patient. Just wait for a bigger pullback and then also wait for it to consolidate a little bit. Like wait for it to consolidate put in a little bit of a shelf, and then look for, it's a little bit hard to do, but a high of the overnight session is the 360. Is Design banned from chat? No, of course not. He took a break. So hey, Mad Cow's in the building. Good morning, Mad Cow. Oh, Apex sent out an email to a lot of different traders that trade with Apex, putting them in the can't purchase any more evals. You can only trade the evals you currently have or any rebilling evals you have. And yeah. Yeah, Anka. I agree. Johnny B, it's likely intentional. He likes to use mental warfare. I mean, Johnny B, trust me, every single prop firm that is out there is the same way. It's called, I mean, that part is just business, but the way it gets conducted is what is, don't make no sense. But you might be right. You might be right. Yeah, Nathan Ramirez, I think Design's taking a little break, which is okay. You had some good stakes this weekend. Let's go, John. Tate, Apex just lost a lot of money because I can't buy any more evals. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, there's people that it just, anyway, I'm done talking about it because it just don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. I've been racking up and trying to make sense of it. I can't. I give up. All right, 340s being tested up here. Yeah, Johnny B. I'm sad too. I feel terrible for those that hopefully, I mean, here's what I'm hoping, guys. And then I want to stop talking. I am hoping, and I'm going to push pretty hard. I'm going to push pretty hard to get an actual legit real answer, and then some kind of, also I want to know, for those that did get the email, what actual process can they do to then reapply or whatever. But it can't just be a boilerplate whatever. Like, someone's got to actually put in some effort and actually use some customer service, because I don't know. You know what it is. Hey, here we go. We're about to breach the high of the overnight session. What a move. What a move from the 200s. Very nice. Let's see. Let's see if we get through the 360. Really need a pullback here, man. I feel like there's two options when we see moves like this. When a move like this starts happening, I either need to just get in with minimal contract, like half size, get in with half size and just ride it out. or you got to really be patient and wait for it to pull back and consolidate a little bit. But these are the kind of moves we've seen lately. Just V-shaped moves. You hate to see it. $400. I mean, we might rip through the 400s easy. Yeah, the activation fees also, yeah, guys, make sure you're aware of the activation fees. Anymore, I think the monthly fees are actually might be a good option, might be a better option than the one-time fees, the lifetime fees, in my opinion. Yeah, Mad Cow, I agree. Do I do monthly? I did not. I mean, the accounts that I still have are all the lifetime fees because back then when I activated them, the lifetime fees were a little more reasonable. Since then, they've increased the lifetime fees kind of slowly and steadily. I mean, the lifetime fees are now basically back to what they used to be before they were doing discounts on lifetime activation fees. So, yeah, they've just been slowly putting it back to where it used to be, which now makes the monthly fees definitely something to. It depends on how you trade, but it's definitely something to consider. Here we go through the 360s. My goodness, market really just gonna go straight up? Crazy. Hey, how we doing, least estimator? You were a bit sick, man. You and Ace Undercover are both not feeling so good. Hopefully you get better. What is the deal? Can someone make a mini summary? I'll give you a mini summary. So over the weekend, Apex sent out an email to, I don't know if I want to say a lot, but definitely a significant amount of people that restricts them from buying any new evals. Basically can trade and continue trading with the accounts they still have, or if you have any reoccurring evals that are coming up to rebill, that is also allowed. You can't just purchase any new ones. And then under the email of either being moved to alive, I don't know, that remains to be seen. So that's kind of the sum of it. Next discount sale will be 90% off, but mark up lifetime fee to 500. No, it won't. No, it won't. It'll be similar. All right, 365s. I just don't know what to do here. Like, at least on like, this is honestly the biggest difference in overnight trading right here. See this move in the overnight session? You actually get pullbacks. During the New York session, especially around 9:30, 10 o'clock, we just do this. There's no chance to get in. Maybe we get a pullback here. Come on. But I'm going to be patient. I'm not going to jump in here. Just I want to see a pullback and a consolidation. We are at the time of day where that usually happens. So just going to be chilling. Business standpoint of view, guys that are YOLOing evals and can't trade, I would let them buy more. Right, that's the other thing, Mad Cow. You know, like it just don't make sense. There's so many parts about it that don't make sense. Equalizer, can I clarify the recent Apex news? I'm sorry, Equalizer. If you can rewind the video, maybe 30 minutes ago, I talk about it a lot, so I don't want to just keep rehashing it. So if you just rewind the video, and you will see. All right, 350s, maybe. I mean, I would love to see us pull back into the even like in the 310s, 320s here. Let's hope we can get a pullback here. The only thing I'm mad about is why say unlimited rules, but then limit you like you're doing something wrong. Yeah, 007 trading. I agree. Come on, market. Don't just, if we just rip straight higher here, I'm going to be disappointed. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ugh. Yeah, exactly, Cameron Lee. Exactly. All right, market, don't do it. Yeah, this thing really might just go straight up again. Ugh. Man, oh man. I hate to see it. Oh, by the way, in other news, we are officially an affiliate with My Funded Futures. So Matt actually helped me out. I thought he might not like me, but I think he's okay. He set me up. He hooked me up. Gave me my affiliate and gave me back my NBT code for My Funded Futures. So I'm pretty happy about that. Let's go. So if you do want to use My Funded Futures, if you want to support the channel, you can now use code NBT. Will always get you the best discount. I think right now they're doing a 30% off on the Starter Plus accounts, which has no activation fee. So pretty good deal right now with that. And then also Tradeify is still, I mean, Tradeify is actually a pretty legit option with their, I mean, they have different, I mean, straight to funded. They have the advanced and the growth accounts. Yeah, this thing's really just going to keep going. Ay, ay, ay. You know we're getting a bigger pullback here, right? Surely. Unbelievable. 375s. Thing's just going to keep going. Look at it go. 375s. Hey, let's go, Matty Matt. Let's go. No pullback for you. That's right, Anchor. That's right. No pullback for you. There's been some rumblings about affiliates going to the wayside, Equalizer. Yeah, I know. It's fine. I think Equalizer, I personally think it is a blanket email, and it is also covering the widespread issue of arbitrage, hedging, severe DC, and everything else that is going on within the community. Yeah, Equalizer. I mean, I know that goes on, and I know that goes on, and it is an issue and needs to be addressed. I feel like there's better ways to address it. There's better ways to go about doing it, but oh, you know, what do I know? I'm just a streamer. What do I know? Yeah, Matt. There's been a lot of speculation that affiliates are going to go away and they're going to honestly, I don't think that is happening, my personal opinion. If it does happen, um I think honestly, like this sounds, I know that most people don't, there's people that will disagree with this and that's okay. But to be honest, I think it would be way worse if there wouldn't be affiliates. And maybe okay, or for example, if Top Step, I think if people that are bringing you sales, look at it this way. If people that are bringing you sales, if they start speaking out, if they speak up, now I guess the key thing is if affiliates don't speak up when things are not being done correctly, and if you see things that are like right now, I mean, I think we deserve more clarity. If affiliates don't actually push and actually, go to bat for the people, then that isn't good. So I guess there's two sides to it, but we as affiliates, that is where I do think we have a responsibility. I do think we do. Like as an affiliate, you have if things are happening that are not okay, then it is your, like, I think you have a responsibility to reach out to them, hold them accountable, and demand answers. Demand answers because that's the only way we're going to get answers. And if they don't have to answer to anyone, then they will just do whatever they want. Why would affiliates speak up if they do, the firm will drop them? I mean, it is true, Jeff Sweet, to a certain extent. It is true that if I speak up, I mean, if I speak up and Apex like, I don't like what he's talking about, I'm just gonna kill him as an affiliate. I think there are, if they start doing that, there are serious dangers in. Yes, there will always be affiliates that don't care. I agree. There will be. But I think, I don't know. I mean, just be aware and pay attention to people that are talking and not talking when things are not okay. But Wick Sniper, no, I did not. Yeah, affiliates are just advertising. I mean, it is true, but I don't know. There's it's definitely got 2 points to it where if you don't care as an affiliate and you just mass promote every single prop firm out there and you don't care what happens, like let's rewind a little bit and look at everyone that was promoting FTT when there were major red flags. And it was pretty easy to see, and at least, I mean, in hindsight, I guess hindsight is 2020, but when you have that happening, I don't know, my hope is always been that there's one way to hold affiliates accountable. There's one way to do it. And the people that keep promoting every single prop firm out there, and then when the prop firm goes under and they just gaslight you into, well, it wasn't my fault, I did nothing wrong. Like, if they start to have some accountability for that, in a sense of when people don't use the codes, don't support the influencers that are doing that, it would make a difference. But I also realize some people don't care. People will just blindly follow whatever they want to follow. They're going to use whatever prop firm they're going to use, regardless what we say. But anyway, I connected a Ninja, but I could not trade it. Queek Gaming. I can try to help. Was it Yeah, that would be a Tradeify. Queek Gaming, did you yeah, you should be able to connect. Did you make sure when your connection, like in your connection options, um, oops, I accidentally disconnected my Tradeify. In your connection options, did you select NinjaTrader? Like you should have selected NinjaTrader as your connection, and then you just put in your credentials as your username and password, and then it should be on as simulation, and then I mean that should work. Yeah, Tate. Yeah, that's a good point too. Wait, affiliates are being paid 50%? Oh, you're saying cut them by 50%. Copy. Jenna, just don't use any influencers' codes. They aren't the ones who pay out. You could do that route too. I received a note, real-time market data required to trade this contract. Please update your market data subscription and place a new trade. Oh, did you just get the account? I wonder if the account isn't actually, oh, Queek Gaming. Did you log into Tradeivate first? That might be the issue. You have to log into Tradeivate first, and then they ask you to sign some paperwork, and then it should work. Oh, thank you, John. I mean, it's totally fine. Like again, I always say people don't have to use, you can use whatever code you want. It's only like I try not to, I don't know. My thing is provide a service, and if people appreciate it, if people enjoy it, you want to support the channel and use a code, that's fine. I do appreciate it. If you don't want to, then that is fine as well. I am not going to hold any hostages, and I am not going to force anyone or make anyone feel guilty for not using my code. Like unlike, or I'll do like, oh, I'm gonna start charging you guys for streaming if you don't use my code. Oh, way. Like that is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard. That's so cringe. That is so. Anybody that does that, please just leave. All right, market, please pull back. Getting antsy. Yeah, you will. Yes, you will have a separate trade. Yes. You have your own ninja. I mean, that shouldn't matter, Queek Gaming. Just, yeah, make sure you log into Tradeivate first, then come back to Ninja, and then it should work. Can you trade with Tradeify less than 5 seconds? Yes, you can, Queek Gaming, if less than half of your profits are for trades that are over 5 seconds. That's kind of how they have it. So basically, if if more than 50% of your profits are on trades with 5 seconds or less, then that's when you will have issues. Hey, you're welcome, Queek Gaming. Okay, market, please keep coming down. I kind of want to pull back to the 340s would be nice. Yes, I had a great Memorial Day weekend, Tate. I had a great time. We went to the Ark Encounter in Kentucky as a family on Saturday. Sunday had a very chill day, and Monday had a golf out, played some golf in the morning, and then went to spend more time with family in the afternoon and evening. So it was a great time. Okay, market. This is insane if this just keeps going. I mean, maybe we want to sweep the 400s first, I guess. I don't even know what to do here. This is insane. My fear is we're going to get that pullback and then it's just going to be that V-shaped reversal lower. That would be the problem. But look at this. Like, you can tell the buyers are definitely getting tired. So we just got to wait. We'll get a pullback. We're going to get it. If you're on stream, then use his why watch him and use some other code. Thank you, Mad Cow. You're too kind. S, thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. Why the discussion on Apex affiliates all of a sudden? You're late. You gotta rewind the stream almost. I don't want to go through it again. The Arc encounter was good. Honestly, I mean, it was good. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed it. But it was Memorial Day weekend and it was so busy. It was insane. And there were so many people. There were so many people. So it was a little tiring. I'm one of those guys. I'm one of those people where, like, if I start to get around that many people for that amount of time, I just want to get out. I want to get away. I'm just like, okay, I'm done. Get me out of here. But hey, trading tour, do I plan more live trades today? I will if we ever get a pullback. I'm trying to be patient here. I am trying to wait for a pullback and we just don't get it. We're going to get it though. I can feel it. We might sweep the 400s and then we get a pullback. So right now I'm just trying to be MZ316. Yes, the arc is built according to the size given according to Noah's Ark. So it's pretty interesting. It's big. It is big. Actually, I think I have a picture. Hang on. Do I have a picture? So that is a picture of the Ark encounter. That's what it looks like. It's pretty crazy. Full scale size. Full scale. Yeah, heck, if you want to rewind the stream as well, I talk about it. No, I have not K-Trader, but that is actually something that I want to do. I really want to do that, K-Trader. Yeah, best guess trading. I don't mind, like, if it's just when it gets to that many people, it's just I'm out. I just get so I just get so tired. Was that in Petersburg? They also have no, this was in Kentucky. I forget the town, but it's in Kentucky is where that is. Yeah, Mr. Wall Street. I know. like this past weekend, I actually had a pretty bad episode of coughing again. Just I can tell it's been cool, and it definitely is affecting my lungs a lot more up here with it seems like Ohio, we just can't get warm. Like in the morning, it goes down to 45 degrees. In the evening, it's cold. It's just, I don't get it. I don't, it, it wasn't like this in past years. Past years by Memorial Day, usually we're in the 70, 80 degrees and it is warm. But it just, so far this year, it's just been very cool and a little damp since we've come back from Florida. So I don't know, maybe next year. Next year we might have to stay till May or June. Hey guys, we might be getting a pullback. Hold on. Hold up. Now I will we get down to this 350 area, we'll take our first we'll look at our first entry if we can get a good setup. But this feels like our first actual pullback. It's my lawn. That's not true, John. Don't wait. Did I see that right? You're asking for some Ben and Rose? Hang on. Do they have any new songs? Let me see. It's been cold and wet here in Michigan. Yeah, everywhere it's been like that. John. Oh wait, I misread that. Oh, I'm sorry. Grant Thompson. Oh, no, that would be something that I could get behind. Oh, dear. That's terrible. Come on, market, pull back. Come on, don't do this. Are we seriously not uh yeah, actually they should. I feel like I actually should get it. They should allow me to request my own personal song or something. The amount of publicity I give them is I need to look at maybe Ben and Rose can sponsor my channel or something. Okay, market, please come on down. You know, I just want this to come like test the 340s and then consolidate a little bit. And then I want to get in here. Ooh, this is gotta be kidding me. I almost chased right there. It was so close. Oh, I might actually do it. Oh, this is so bad. Maybe Ben could afford a shave and haircut. Yeah, I know, Mad Cow. You know it will. It's just waiting for me to get in. Now it's gonna rip. Oh, man, this is crazy. Really need this thing to pull back. Really need this to pull back. Come on. We're just gonna go right back up. Don't do it. Oh, nice black coffee. Nicely done. Uh-oh, John. Oh, SpaceX. Ah, I see. Are they ready to go? Oh, they're ready to launch in 8 hours. All right, I need to save that. I want to watch. We are starting to consolidate a little bit. We're going sideways. Now I need a bigger pullback. We got to get a bigger pullback here. We're starting this is the mode where we go sideways for 2 hours. Oh, I know, John. Every time I see a link, you post a link in the chat, and every time I see it, my heart starts to beat a little bit faster because I just never know what I'm going to see. It's a total gamble clicking on that link. Total gamble. Oh man. Not 2 hours. Hey, it has been like this the past couple weeks. When we make these big moves, once it dies out, we start to just fizzle out and we go sideways to lower for 2 hours. I'm just saying. I might actually enter 1 micro right here and then ugh, I hate this. I really do hate it because the FOMO starts to get pretty real here. I would like to have a bigger pullback, but we might not get it. We might not get it. I'm going to see if we get filled. If we get filled here, I don't know. Well, there it is. We did get filled. I'm a sucker for punishment. Honestly hope we get a bigger pullback because if we do, I will add, if we get to the 350s, as long as we start holding, then I'm okay with it. The chance we just rip higher and it's crazy, but let's see if we make new highs. It's wild how this market. The problem really is that I need to eat some more fish to clear the. Oh, black coffee. Say less. Say less. Oh man. Market, either just make new highs or go lower. Do something. Don't just keep going sideways here. All right, we're up through the 385s. Let's go. Let's rip it, boys. Let's rip it. Let's sweep the 400s and then I guess we buy the dips. You know what? I was thinking the same thing. I actually need to go make me some coffee. I haven't had my coffee and Nutty Bar so far this morning, and I'm hungry. I'm going to go make me some coffee. Okay, we're back. Oh, now what are we doing, market? Oh, this is interesting. We're definitely consolidating, definitely going sideways now. Did anyone watch the last episode of The Last of Us season 2? No. Oh man. You know what? We should have discussions on your favorite TV shows. Favorite TV shows. Okay, let me look. Hang on. Is interesting now. We did not make it to the 400s. We might pull back a little bit more here. All right, let's see if we can't take out the 400s. I would kind of like to see it take out the 400s. Would make me feel better. We keep failing here, then I'm getting a little bit nervous. Gotta push though. Come on, rip it. Right up through the 390s. Let's go. Come on, market. Can I be inconsistent while building buffer in the PA? I mean, yeah, you just have, yeah, the whole inconsistency, you just have to wait until you're at the profit threshold you need to be when you go to request. Wow. This is starting to get a little concerning here. Maybe we need to go to our range trading. Hey, good morning, Canberra Trades. How we doing? You forgot to set your alarms. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's how it goes. Is there any more news today? I don't think so. No, not that I'm aware of. Ah, interesting. That would be very unfortunate. It'd be very unfortunate if this thing just rolls over now. Around the 345s, 340s here is kind of where I'd. All right, my coffee's ready. Wait a minute. What in the world? Look at my Nutty Bar. Look, it has a number 26 is engraved in it. I don't know what that means. Okay. Josh Norman, very funny. What's up with Apex not paying? I don't know of anything that. What do you mean Apex not paying? I don't think there's any issues with that. All right, this is going this is going to be the key. If we push back up to my entry and then roll over and make new lows, then we got problems. We got problems. Okay. All right, let's see. We fail right here, and we got man, we might need to saw a tweet saying they had issues. Way cool fool. I don't know, like in what way? What do you mean? I mean, the only thing, the issue with Apex right now is that the email, the massive email ban that got sent out. I did just get an email, or not an email, but a message that they want to do if hopefully I can jump on a call and hopefully get some more answers or some clarity. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. I feel almost like if we get below these lows, I should just cut my losses. Got to get a move back above the 340s, 370s here. We should be okay. Really need to get going here. Come on, market. Get above that 70. Got to break above this or we're going to have issues. Come on. And you woke up at 9:35 camera trades. That's crazy. Hmm. Yeah, camera trades. Yeah, I agree. All right. Yeah, again, just a reminder, if you don't mind to vote in the poll, if you're just new, that I have a poll going that I would appreciate. I'm just doing some investigative research here. So right now, 9% got the email and not profitable. 14% got the email and are profitable. 53% did not get the email and are not profitable. 25% did not get the email and profitable. Now I know this is a small sample size, but it does give, I don't know, it does give you a little bit of an understanding on, I don't know, I think it's interesting. What email? David Mendez. So the email I'm talking about is the email. So basically, there were over the weekend quite a bit of people got an email that basically it prevents you from buying any new evals. So if you got that email, that's what I'm talking about. If you didn't get that email, then you would fall in the did not get the email, and then it's just a matter of if you're profitable or not profitable. So trying to just kind of get a good feel for, I don't know, trying to see if I can make more sense out of this, to be honest. I don't know. All right, we got to push through here. Let's go. If we can't get above this 380, like right here, if we can't get above the 383, 385, I'm going to try to just be patient and hold. See if we can't get to our target. I mean, you would think we want to go try out and test that 400 level, right? You would think we would, but which prop firm? Apex. That's what I think. No one is going to admit they're using signals or hedging props. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a percentage of people that definitely, they know they were doing something wrong. Like, they knew they were doing something wrong, and they got the email. I'm sure it's happened. I'm sure it happened, but I don't think they are all going to fall under that category. I just don't really. I mean, that's probably what Apex would like to get you to believe, but I'm sure there's some of them that's legit. Should be banned. But I'm sure there's also some that really should not be and doesn't make sense. No, his words are truth. No, that was a different email. I'll go to the back of the class. What I don't appreciate is that Apex disguising this as a reward, as if they're really considering us for a live account. Yeah, V33, and I think that's a very fair statement based off of last fall. There was a similar email, and I know they do have live traders. I have seen it. I do know they do, but they're far and few between. And the email last fall, I never saw a lot of people get moved to live on that email. That was total BS. So is this round going to be different? Are we going to start to see people actually get requests to be moved to live? Maybe. I do think, and I do know for I'm fairly certain. I can say I'm fairly certain that Apex is going to be a lot more proactive on moving people to a live account. What that means, what that looks like, what that process is, who knows? Oh, really? A mock ray. That's interesting. Yeah, make sure you vote. I'm trying to collect some data. The only person I know got moved with the last probation was Jeremy, the one who. Okay, camera trades. Yeah, that's the guy I'm referring to. But even if that's the case, why not? Yeah. So according to Apex, signals really works. I mean, no. Not saying that it works, but it's definitely not allowed. Which makes sense. I mean, if you had a prop firm, you don't want, people just following signal services. That's not the individual actually being profitable. That's just, it's not going to hold up. I think the guys that are getting emails are the ones breaking the rules. I don't think so, Mad Cow. I don't think so. I don't think breaking rules had anything to do with the email. I might be wrong, but I don't really think so. I think the first time around, I think so. This time around, I think there's a majority of them. What remains to be seen is, are they actually going to be moving people to a live account? Like, are they actually serious about doing that? I kind of think that they actually are, but again, I'm not gonna go too hard on that until I actually see some evidence. All right, this trade is starting to test my patience. Come on, good. Today I passed one eval, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to trade it. Amakre, no. So if you got the email, any evals that you got and you have rebilling, you can still trade those. If you pass them, you can still get your funded account. You can still do payouts, everything as normal. You just can't buy any new evals. False. I got the email. I have one active eval, only had a few PAs and no payouts. Yeah, exactly, Jordan. That's exactly what I mean. Like, I have seen enough evidence and I've seen enough people post on different Discords that it doesn't make sense. That's the only conclusion that I've come to. There have been a lot of people that have just barely started trading with Apex that got the email. There's people that have 3,000 plus evals there, and that did not get the email. It just doesn't, and it's not about the profitability either. Like, I've seen people that are getting banned that are not profitable overall, like their net loss on Apex. So it, again, there's like, I don't know how often I have to say this, but everything I look at just don't make no sense. This was completely random. I mean, but see, okay, let's just, for argument's sake, right? Let's just do a hypothetical. If you are Apex, right? If you're Apex, why would you randomly ban people? That don't make no sense either. It really doesn't. Because 90% of people are going to fail. So if you're randomly selecting people and sending them that email, you're guaranteed to be sending it to a lot of people that are just learning how to trade. That, like, I mean, it would make more sense if every single person that got that email was profitable. Like, then it would kind of make sense. I mean, I wouldn't agree with it. I would not agree with it, but at least it would make sense. And that's what's so weird. Like, don't make no sense. I don't like when things don't make sense. So, all right, market, can we get above the 380s and hold, please? Because they have shown they are a bit slow. This is true. Oh, I love it. That is facts. Facts. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Don't get me in trouble. Banning and sending out the email and then immediately after following it up with a 90% sale. I really feel bad for those that just receive that email and then a couple hours later you receive a 90%. Like, that's just kind of rude. Like, and I apologize on behalf of Apex for being tone deaf. Yeah, Amakre, I'd be mad too. It's like, okay, and again, whatever. The solution that I'm looking for is, okay, even if they can't give me a solid answer on why, I'm not expecting a solid answer on why, because I just don't. I don't expect it from what I've gathered in the past. I have gotten the runaround in the past, so I'm just not expecting an actual solid answer that makes sense. But what I do want to see, and I'm going to push for really hard, is how do you get cleared of that email? Like, there needs to be a way that people can appeal it or something. Yeah, just something like something. It was an F you to that. Yeah, it was just like, it was just rude. I mean, yeah, again, from what I've gathered, I mean, I don't know. I'm getting sick of this market. Officially getting sick of it. I'm gonna get out. I don't like this. I don't like the fact that we failed to make new highs now multiple times. No need to. I'm not gonna hold all the way down. We get down through here. I don't know. Go figure. We're in the 2-hour consolidation phase. 2-hour consolidation phase. You're just gonna learn to like it. Yeah, right now, again, I don't think it's because people were breaking the rules. And I mean, are there bad actors and people breaking the rules that got the email? Yes, I'm sure there were. But I don't think everyone that got the email was breaking a rule. There's no way, no shot. I've seen and know people enough that I feel pretty confident in saying that, but we'll see. Anyway, really, this rips higher now. I'm going to be upset. Looks like a bear flag almost. HTF, yeah. No, I did not get the email. No. Do you strictly trade micros, Olivia? Yes, I do. I mean, on my Apex accounts, I do trade minis on my Tradeify Live accounts. So on Take Profit Trader, AD, I have not. No, I have not. I get again. I don't have any contact with Take Profit Trader. I wish I did. I wish I did, but I don't. You have got to be kidding me, market. Man, did I get faked out. Jeez. I don't want to talk about it. How in the world? You end up getting your dental appointment? Yes, JL, I did. I did. And yes, I do have to do a root canal. And in June 22nd, I have to go back. I'm going to get a cap. And then, I still have 2 more fillings to do. And then I'm done with my teeth. Everything's fine. AD, they're not approving new accounts. Yes, they are. Wait, are you saying on Take Profit Trader? They're not approving new account. Oh, you mean activating new accounts, AD? Is it a Rhythmic or a Tradeivate account? Captain Crunch, I did not get the email. I've never had a payout. I struggle with sticking a 30% drawdown rule. Hey, that's the main thing. Trying to do better, Captain Crunch. You hate the dentist? Same. Feeling is mutual. Uh, let's go, Mad Cow. Let's go. How are you done if the pain? So, so they actually, so when I went in on my dentist on this tooth that was the tooth that was really bothering me, they went in with the intent to fill it. But when they got in there, it was too close to the nerve. So they actually had to do a root canal, but they didn't have time to do a full root canal. So they actually just put in a temporary filling and they took out the nerves. And now I'm going back next month to actually finish it. But it feels good. Like I don't have any toothache anymore, which actually feels so good. I'm probably going to gain like 20 pounds now that I can eat without any pain. So I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but oh. Yeah, I agree, Camber Trades. I mean, I agree. Most people are going to keep buying, and if you're not affected, you didn't get the email. The other thing I thought about this. Now, I don't think this is the case, guys, but I'm like, maybe Apex did this as a marketing thing. They just banned a lot of people to get a lot of people talking about not being able to trade on Apex, just to give it like it's almost now more valuable. If you can still trade with Apex, it almost makes it like a rare commodity. Like supply, they're basically doing supply and demand. I doubt that's the case though. My Nutty Bar obsession might have something to do with my teeth issues. Fake news. uh Camera trades, very true. You have to add didn't get any email. That option is there. So it says didn't get any email and is not profitable, or you didn't get any email and you are profitable, because that's kind of interesting to me as well. They aren't smart enough to do something like that. Yeah, I know, Camera Trades. Hey, it was a wild thought. Like, uh, you clicked the wrong option on the poll, Michael Hathcote. Well, it's okay. If you can't comprehend 4 possibilities, you will not be a good trader. So, I mean, and what is Apex option? Yeah, I know, David, right? It almost gives people like the idea, and I'm sure people are doing this. People know that, oh, I might get that email next. So they're like, well, I'm going to stock up on a bunch of evals. So if they do, then I still can trade those. Like, I mean, I'm sure people are doing it, but I'm not going to do it. I mean, I don't need more funded accounts. Well, we would have hit our target. We would have hit it. Look where I get stopped now. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. And today was just not really no good setups. I mean, this here, if I would have waited, this would have been a good setup. I was again a little impatient, a little bit. Not terrible. Also, I have an appointment. I need to take my truck in to get it serviced, tires rotated, and there's a recall some kind of recall on my truck that I need to go get fixed, so I have to leave here. Actually, when do I have to leave? I have to leave at like half hour, something like that. One micro trader. Oh, I see. He don't like Top Step just because affiliate deal didn't work out. What? One micro trader? Must not know what you're talking about. He just don't admit Top Step is more transparent and a better prop firm than Apex. I mean, I don't like Top Step for a lot of other reasons, but I've never said that they're not. I've always said that they're reputable and a good prop firm. If you want to use them, go for it. I've got other issues with them for different reasons that you don't know about. But to each his own. Don't project your opinions. Oh, this is unfortunate. What a yucky day. You gotta think we're just gonna keep going higher all day long. It looks like it wants to. We might test the 500s today. We might test the 500s. 4 out of 5 dentists have banned Nutty Bar for going max contract on Nutty Bars. Oh, really, Dez? You have a recall on your car as well? What kind of truck it is? It's a GMC Sierra AT4. So I like the truck. I really like it. What if my favorite affiliate doesn't care about me? Everyone acts selfishly and thinks of their own profits. I mean, that's what I mean. You do what you want to do, man. I ain't gonna hold anybody hostage. Have you considered starting the Nutty Prop firm? No. No, I have not. Even though I feel like the bar is very low. I feel like I could do a better job sometimes, but I ain't going down that road. That would not be just not for me. Hey, Russ Abbott, you have a 2024 AT4? Okay, Russ, but do you have the 6.2? Russ, do you have the 6.2? All the mods get a car. Welcome home, Traitorous Jake. Welcome home. I know I could do better, but you know, it's not. I would. It's just it is what it is. Would not be for me. Hey, I won your eval on Friday and I turned it into a PA that'll start tomorrow. Let's go, Zerf. That's awesome. I hope you get millions in payouts. Millions. I could hire all the FTT convicts. Oh, dear. Oh, I can only imagine it would be a pain. You'd have to make serious money for it to be worth all those headaches. One micro, did I get paid more by Apex or Top Step, including expenses? You mean in payouts? What do you mean? I don't know if we're gonna get another setup here. Market is just going sideways and it's dead. I'm convinced the price action from 11 o'clock to like 1 o'clock is slower and worse than the price action in the overnight session. In payouts, I have gotten more in payouts from Apex, even including my expenses. Josh Sanders, yes, I did. Should be on my channel. I did it on Friday, I believe. Yeah, Steve, it does. It feels like this is slower, worse price action than the overnight. It really does. So bad. Might have to. Oh, I've talked about in the past. I'm dead seriously thinking about streaming some of the overnight sessions. Feel like it would be more action. Uh, and it's been like this the last couple of weeks where we have a big move and then it ends and now it's dead. Just dead. It would be like watching paint dry. Not always, not always. Sometimes there's some pretty nice price action in the overnight. Mr. Wall Street, that'd be a shame. What time do I trade at night? I mean, anytime. I don't know. I get up at I trade anywhere from 7 in the evening. 7 in the evening to 10 o'clock, and then around midnight. It just depends. 1 o'clock, and then around 3:34. But I don't like sit at my desk doing it. A lot of times I'll put a trade on, put it in my ATM, and then leave and go back to bed. Okay, here we go. Getting a bigger pullback. Getting a bigger pullback now. I wonder if the 2 million person got that email from Apex. Well, I mean, if you once you get to that level, then Apex will send you an email. You have two options. You can go live or you can take out all your payouts and then you will be banned, which makes completely sense. Like, you wouldn't pay out someone 2 million on a sim funded account and then let them go back and just do it again. That would be stupid. So if they deny going live, then obviously they're going to get banned. That is common sense. But that's not what's happening. Is this really going to go? I really do not in the mood to take this trade. Unbelievable. I can't tell a downtrend from a pullback. It's Johnny 40. That's my problem too sometimes. Uh Yeah, exactly, Jordan. I read one of the prop firms is giving away that new cologne from Odeon that works 60% of the time. What? Hey, range breakers. Nice. Yeah, trade the range. It's so easy. Yeah, milk Apex for 2 million cash and then get banned. I mean, I know I wouldn't be complaining. If I get 2 million payout from any prop firm, whatever, I don't care, and then they ban me, I would send them a thank you letter. I've never understood why people think that's weird. Like, why it, like, hello. Exactly, Green Man. But okay, you know what? We got time. We'll talk about this now. One thing, I don't know who brought this up. I think it was on a tweet. I forget who brought this up, but it was somewhere on, I think it was on a tweet or something. But one of the things that actually don't get talked about, in regards to, okay, let's just take an hypothetical for example, if you have an Apex account and you are you just hit, you did it. You got $2 million. You get the email from Apex that, hey, basically they tell you you have to stop trading and either go live or take a payout, right? So you have to decide, okay, am I just going to take all 2 million of it and take it out? Or do I want to take that 2 million and move into an actual live account and keep trading? Now, it would seem like a pretty easy decision. But and I've always said it's a pretty easy decision in a sense of give me the money, take out the money, and then trade on your own. Now, one thing that actually doesn't get talked about enough is the fact that so if you move to a live account with a prop firm, right? Even though you're trading a prop firm, because you're trading through that same prop firm, and even if it is a live account, if you take a payout, you still are treated as a 1099 employee. So one of my affiliate banners is blank. Oh, really? Which one? Oh, I didn't see. I'll keep an eye out for it. Uh, Forgot how to do. I forgot how to do this. Hang on. Okay, so sorry, let's go back. So if you, yeah, I saw that. Anyway, so because you're now 1099 and you remain a 1099 even if you go to a live account, there is one benefit that doesn't get, I feel like maybe doesn't get considered when people move to a live account to make the decision to withdraw the money or move to a live account. So let's, for example, say one scenario is, let's say you decide, hey, I'm going to take out all the money, and you take out that $2 million. You are going to get a 1099. You're going to have to report that income as soon as you request that. You will get a 1099 from Apex for $2 million in income, which you are going to have to pay. You're going to have to pay taxes on that 1099. Now, let's say you move that $2 million into your own personal trading account, right? If you do that, you can only write off $3,000 of losses in that account when you go for your taxes. And that is something that is actually a big deal. Because if you go into that live account, if you withdraw that money, you put it in your own live account and something goes bad, and let's say you lose $1 million in a year, you're not going to be able to write off that taxes. You can't write off that $1 million loss because it's in your own personal live account now. So that means you would only get to write off $3,000 as a loss for the next, however many years, but they limit it to $3,000 per year. But you still have to report your income from Apex as $2 million. Know what I mean? And that is a big, big deal because you could essentially have to pay taxes on a $2 million income and have $1 million loss on your trading, on your personal trading, and then you won't be able to take those losses. Yeah, you would be better off trading in a live account with Apex. That way, if you do lose money, you will actually be able to write it off in taxes. That's the difference that I feel like it doesn't, like a lot of people don't. Now, obviously, that only plays out in the scenario that you lose money. There's no benefit at all if you actually take out the money and keep making money. If you take out the money and keep making money, then obviously taking out the money is the right move. But it's when you incur those losses where you could really hurt yourself in taxes. But I'm curious, maybe, if I understand anyway correctly, that is the case. It's noise. You say if you report yourself correctly, you can write off losses. But how? I have yet to see someone explain how you can do that. If putting 2 million in a futures account, you deserve to lose it. I mean, true. One is still working for the prop firm with a 90-10 split. Yes, exactly, DL. You still have a 1099. Exactly. Wow, look at this market. There we go. I'm not trusting this, but I probably should. Now, let's see. Is it going to actually go? But I'd love to hear your guy. I mean, if you report yourself correctly, you can write off losses. How? I'd love to, I'd be interested to see how can you do that? Have your personal account be a sole proprietor, which will allow you to treat it as a business, which allows you to take all losses against profits. Okay, but the problem is, you would have to, if you have a 1099 and you don't have a business account with your Apex, then that's not going to work. If you claim yourself as a trader, you can write off all losses. Huh? What? What do you mean? Section 475, mark to market election. Grant Thompson, yes, you can take out some and keep the rest in live as well. I mean, maybe I'm missing something. You guys are probably smarter than I am, but I exactly. I don't. I personally, I don't think you can have personal income, then create an LLC after the fact, and then try to write off your losses and incorporate. Yeah, it is very difficult to write off your trading losses of more than $3,000 per year. It is very difficult. I know that for sure, and I do my own taxes, so I'm not saying I should, but I do. And it is extremely difficult to legally write off your losses of more than $3,000 when trading in futures. And if you have any other source of income. Yeah, Jeff Sweet, you cannot. I've looked into it. I have looked into it, and I'm telling you, you cannot legally do it. You can maybe fudge some things, but if you're getting a 1099 personal and then you have your trading account, you cannot use your losses against your 1099 on your actual live trading. You can't do it. Even if you set it up as a corporation or whatever, it doesn't matter. There's a ton of consistency and volume rules. Yeah, I mean, you can write off 3K in losses, and that's all you get. And you will, it's terrible. So when you make trader election, a 3,000 limit is no longer applies for losses. But, hey, trader, if I'm right, I mean, maybe I'm wrong or misunderstanding it. In order to do that, K trader, if you make yourself as a trader election, in order to do that, I don't think you can have other income. If I'm correct, like you have to have like at least a majority of your income has to come from trading. And but yeah, but that's kind of what that is why I'm saying, Trader J, like that is the situation that we're talking about. Like it is different if someone just opens a live futures account, right? If they open a live futures account and that is the only thing they trade and that is their business and that is actually their job and their income, then that is different. But what I'm talking about is a scenario where we're trading prop firms and getting a 1099 in return. And then if you move that money into a different account, trade live, I don't think you can have both. I don't think you can have both from what I've gathered. But anyway, you can write off all your losses with section 475, but in order to classify as it, you need years of data for the IRS to validate. Exactly. And I don't think you would ever get validated if they would see that you have 2 million in income from a 1099, there's no shot there's no shot you can do that. But it's anyway, that in my opinion, that is where actually some real consideration needs. It's almost better if you take out that money from your prop firm. If you take out that money and it's a lot of money, you're almost better off taking the money out, but not using it to trade. It's best to stay in sim and have the 1099 under your business. Yeah, I agreed. Or just make sure you don't lose more than $3,000. You know, it would be better to take out that money and invest it in, yeah, like property, stuff like that. Exactly, John. For the illustrated, as you get payouts, just send estimated tax every time. Don't wait until the end of the quarter. You can pay it online. Yeah, you can do that. I'm one of the I don't do that, but you should. I would much rather keep my money and put it actually into a, I mean, you can get 5% return or 5%. You can start up a savings account, and most of, like, you can get some that do 4% interest. I'll do 4% interest and keep the money all year around, and then take it out and then pay everything April 14th. And I will make way more money that way than paying it every quarter. But to each their own. There is, there's, maybe that's not the smartest thing to do, but what I do. Hey, Mega Academy, thanks for the 20. Thank you. You don't have to do that. I got the email and I'm profitable, but there are lots of people more profitable, some of which did not get the email. My risk management is consistent and my position size is always 1 NQ or less. Do you know any live funded traders? Mega Academy. Yes, I do know they do have some. I do know, and I hope to get a little bit more clarity around it, but I do expect that Apex is actually going to be moving more people to a live account. I do think they are going to try. Will they succeed is a different story. Hey, Anderson 999. uh, or just save a certain percentage of your payout. Yeah, just save it, put it in a savings account where you're getting interest. Your interest is going to be more than the penalty you pay for not paying early. I can assure you that. If you do it right. Which company is the one that caps you at 25K and then moves you to live? I thought Take Profit Trader it was at 20. I think it was at 20. Okay, markets. This is honestly, I should have been taking these trades, but I just haven't. Oh wow, Mega Academy. You've had the same account since last year. Wow, that's all. I mean, that's awesome. Yeah. Okay, it's Top Step at 25K. Okay, maybe it's Top Step. Okay. Yeah, DL. And honestly, like, I mean, I think it makes sense. I really don't have any issues with capping the payouts on the sim funded environment. Like, if I was a prop firm owner, I would cap the payouts at a sim funded environment. I mean, you're kind of dumb not to. Why wouldn't it make sense? But you're just asking for trouble if you don't. Yeah, best guess trading, same. This market is just brutal right now. I mean, I need to maybe start look. I feel like this has started to happen on a regular basis where the morning move happens and it happens. You better jump on. If you don't get on board, then it's just too late. You just missed out. Yep. No, yeah, cabot per trade. Exactly, Anderson. And I think honestly, if that would happen, I think there would be less of the issues that we're seeing now, in my opinion. I think most people would be okay with it. I mean, what are the odds that people like even if you cap the payouts at 50,000 per account and then $1 million per trader? Like, do you really think anyone is going to complain if their payout is capped at $1 million per trader? I don't think so. I don't think anybody would be have any issues with that. And just doesn't it doesn't make sense to me to let having people run up 2.5 million and it just doesn't it don't make sense. Like why? What would they do with all those eval and PA fees if they capped what or what you mean? Oh, do you know what would happen if you get the email and your accounts are positive but not at payout level? Well, again, if you get the email, again, I feel like there's also a part of it. Hey, I feel like some people are also overreacting on the email. Like, it's not like if you got the email, it's not like you are immediately banned and you can never trade. You can still keep trading with what you have, request payouts. It doesn't like that isn't want to change. Keep trading, and I'm very curious to see if we will actually start seeing people report that they got that email and now they're getting moved to live and etc. The advertising of it is priceless. Yeah, it is kind of maybe, but is it? I I don't know that it's that. I don't know. Maybe it is. I'm sure it is. I don't know. I don't have the details of that, but I find it hard to believe that that pays off. But maybe it does. Hey, Cody. Cody, go upstairs. Mom has some food for you. Uh-oh. All right, we're back. Poor Cody. He fell down and stubbed his toe. Or he didn't. He stubbed his toe, then fell down. Poor guy. Poor guy. Oh, man, this market is... I mean, honestly, I should be making money here. This is kind of sad. Ugh. Just the fact we're talking about Apex and at the same time they're offering 90% off is why it makes sense for at the moment. You might be right, Dio. I don't know. Yeah. Hmm. Hey, Diego. Good morning, Diego. How's it going? Actually, it'd be good afternoon, I guess. Yeah, Anderson, I agree. I'm just, this grind higher this can be all wiped out in a matter of about 2 minutes. Yeah, Naruto. Same. Very just difficult to grade this. It's difficult to short and it's difficult to go long. And I don't know. I could have definitely taken a couple more trades there, but oh, what a day. What's the new purple line on the charts? It's the 9 EMA that I added, Diego. I'm just kind of watching it for now on some of these moves where we just don't seem to get any pullback. But it's the 9 EMA. Yeah, it is difficult, John. I'm usually pretty good at not getting like the worst way to trade this kind of market is to keep going against it. There's nothing more frustrating. I know from experience, there is nothing more frustrating than continuing to short when the market is doing this slow grind higher. It is so frustrating. And I've kind of stopped doing that. I've gotten out of doing that, but the problem that I get into is when I start to chase these really tiny pullbacks, then all of a sudden you can get trapped when we have that big dump. And you just never know when that's coming. So right now I feel pretty good with just, I mean, I gotta leave here soon anyway, but I have no desire to trade this really. But I'm starting to seriously contemplate if this is going to be the new price action for the summer. Like if this is the summer price action that we're gonna get, I need to make some adjustments. I do. And I kind of know what to do. But I need to make some adjustments because it's going to be painful if this is the new price action for the summer. The level indicators you have from affordable indicators. Michael B, no, it is not. It is from Trade Devil Indicators called the initial balance. Oh, thank you, Diego. Yeah, the summertime trading. Yep. It could be this way for a while. I don't know. And if it is, we just have to adapt. And the market definitely goes in season. Like there's different seasons for the market. There's no doubt about it. And as we enter different seasons, we see different trends developing. We have to adapt and adjust and basically take advantage of it. Summertime, I moved to the 1 second chart. Well, my biggest adjustment would probably be on this initial move. Basically, and I've done this in the past, is so in my opinion, and of course this is gonna it'll be right until it isn't. But from 9:30 until 10:30, from 9:30 to 10:30, that first hour that the market is open, right now, I think it's actually better to look for breakout trades than it is to look for pullback trades. That's what I've been seeing is trade the breakouts from 9:30 to 10:30, and then after that look for pullbacks and more of a range or a slow grinding market. But from that initial hour move, that breakout is a little bit more of a play than waiting for the pullbacks to happen. It just seems like that just doesn't happen. We don't get any pullbacks, and then once we get it, the move is over and we are just consolidating. Now, we've had a nice move higher, a continuation higher here, but it is definitely a grind slower, a grind higher. Yeah, it is. Most summers are definitely slower. But I figured maybe with Trump as president, you never know. You never know. It could be pretty interesting. Oh, man. What a day. What a day. Is there somewhere I can know if I exceed the 30% drawdown on that morning opening drop? Oh, Captain Crunch. I mean, I know there are some softwares. It's called MAE. There's some software that if you look at your MAE, it should tell you. Yeah, Diego, I'm not one to really trade breakouts either, but it does seem like lately in the morning it definitely has worked, but not, of course, you're going to have nothing is 100% certain. That's for sure. Well, guys, I might have to call it. I gotta go get ready. We gotta get an appointment for the truck, and man, I really hope 2 o'clock, 2:30, we have something happening. This is it's crazy. Switching between 3 to 8 micros on Apex considered inconsistent sizing. Glorified bodies? No. Nope, definitely not. How did you know when you were ready to quit your job and start trading full time? Gee, I mean, I would not recommend it. Obviously, if I didn't have a YouTube channel and affiliates in like also with my trading, I wouldn't have stopped my I mean I wouldn't have gone full time. So I don't think it's a good idea to just go and have this as your only source of income. I don't think that's a good idea. And if I didn't have that, then I would have kept my job until I mean, I don't even know, but it doesn't take that much time per day, so you have time for other jobs, but it just the less pressure you can put on yourself, the better. And this market moves faster on Saturdays. True, true. What software is showing my accounts? X it is Affordable Indicators Account Dashboard is what it is called. Oh man, this is all right. I actually think I'm gonna walk away. This is just I don't think it's gonna get any better over the next hour. And I gotta go. I got to run. I gotta get my truck maintenance done. And it's gonna take me about an hour to get there. All right, everybody. I'm gonna head out. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back and hopefully I don't know. Hopefully we can do better tomorrow. Definitely kind of a meh day. Pretty meh day, man. All right, everybody. Take care. Appreciate everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button on your way out if you don't mind. And we will catch you guys later. Thank you. Take care and God bless.